Hi, everyone. So I am starting work on grading Project 1 today, and I hope to finish all of them within a couple of days. So of course, remember that today we're completing all of Module 2, Evaluating Resources, which includes some readings, a quiz, and a discussion activity. So take a look at my announcement from yesterday, from my notes about that. And also, if you have not yet looked at the Project 2 instructions, which is the Guide to Writing and Communication in your Profession project, make sure you do take some time to do that so you know what we're working towards. So you also might find it helpful to watch my video discussion of that project if you've not already done that. The link is in the text version of this announcement as well as in yesterday's announcement. So for tomorrow, Wednesday, we have some readings to go through on audience, primary research, and using tables and figures. And those are all topics that are important to consider as you prepare for our upcoming project and get started on research for it, because all of those elements may be used in that project. And of course, once you complete those readings, we have a quiz due by Wednesday night. So then for Thursday, you'll be getting a start with researching writing and communication in your profession. So for our discussion activity for Thursday, you'll need to find at least one source that you can use on writing and communication, or writing or communication in your profession, and then use that source in your discussion post. So that discussion activity is also a good opportunity to learn about other professions from your classmates, which can also be, of course, very helpful for you as you think about and continue researching the writing and communication involved in the profession that you've chosen. So, of course, also remember to respond to classmates after completing your post for that. Then on Friday, we have another discussion. So for Friday's discussion, you'll actually find some specific examples of writing in your chosen profession. So this means going beyond just knowing the types of writing, but actually finding example documents. So for example, if you were going into nursing, you might choose examples of care plans or patient education materials. If you were going into teaching, maybe you'd be choosing examples like lesson plans. So locating some specific examples might take a bit of searching online. If you have any difficulties, make sure you do contact me. But I do hope that you will find it helpful to see some example documents someone might actually be writing in your chosen profession in that workplace setting. And of course, take a look on Canvas for more detailed instructions about that discussion. And then on Saturday, yes, another Saturday, we have an annotated bibliography. So of course, to complete the project, you will need to do a lot of research. So that annotated bibliography assignment for Saturday is meant to help you to make some additional progress on your research. Hopefully you'll be able to find all, or at least most of the sources that you're going to need ultimately for the project. And of course, I always recommend finding more sources than you need. So as you'll see in the instructions for the bibliography, at least 2 of your sources do need to be from non-website sources. So that means they might be include interviews, sources that you find through Miami University databases, such as their ebooks, other academic articles, things like that. And of course, remember to carefully evaluate each source as you choose them, and then include a full citation for each one. So you can use either MLA or APA format. If you're familiar with another citation style, you can check with me on whether or not you can use that. And of course, and the annotations will also be included. Annotations are really summaries of what each source is about and how you plan to use it. Those should also be included with your citation. So citation plus short summary and note about how you'll be using that source. And of course, those annotations will not only be helpful for me to know about the sources that you find, but they're also helpful to you, since it really requires you to do a more careful evaluation of each source. And also later you can consult your annotations as you work on the project. It can be helpful because you've already done a little more deep dive into each of those sources. And of course, the more detailed instructions for that assignment are on Canvas. And of course, while you might find additional sources for your project later as you begin work on planning and writing your project next week, really, the more quality sources that you can find right now will save you time later. So if you have any difficulties during that research process, make sure you do let me know. I'm very happy to help out if you get stuck or would like to have some help evaluating some of your sources. And then next week, we will be completing the project. So more details about what we're doing next week later. But as you do complete Module 2 today and then get started with Module 3, let me know if you have any questions.